The global powers should step in to stop Israel's genocide in Gaza. That is very funny, right? And this is said by Zaid Muhammad Jiffiri Muthukoya Thangal, the president of Samasta Kerala Jamiatul Ulama, opening an event to express the solidarity with the Palestinian people in Calicut or Kozhikode on Tuesday. The hypocrisy in this is beyond. Let's see what he's trying to say. He's saying he was organizing an event organized by the Samasta Express, blah blah blah. The Thangal said that there had been protests worldwide against the murder of the helpless women, children, and senior citizen in Gaza. Okay. What the world wants is peace. Well, with Islam, there will be never peace with Islam, for sure. And the global powers should step in and join hands for the purpose. He pointed out that the refuge given to the Jews had become a bane for the Palestine. The Thangal urged the Muslims to observe the prayers to end the genocide. Now the hypocrisy in this is beyond. Because in his own book, his own false prophet said in Sahih Muslim 2921, Muhammad saying, "You will fight against the Jews and you will kill them." Excuse me? You will fight against the Jews and you will kill them? Until even a stone would say, "Come here, Muslim, there is a Jew hiding behind me, kill him." Islam is a cult that teaches to kill, murder, rape non-Muslims. There are thousands of hadiths saying the last hour will not be established, meaning you will not have the reward of Islamic Allah until you kill the Jews. This whole Hamas invasion of Israel is completely a cult, Islamic cult-based attack, Jihad. One of the things that Thangal said is, what the world wants is peace, and the global powers should join hands for the purpose. If the world wants peace, the best thing to do is eradicating Islam from all societies. Completely. Because Islam means terror. There is no peace in Islam, period. Giving someone right to practice Islam is like giving him the right to kill you and rape your wife. If you don't believe me, check the yellow pages of the Quran. Quran At-Tawbah, ayat number 29, says, "Fight those or kill those," because qatl also means to kill. "Fight those who do not believe in Allah and the last day, nor comply with Allah and Muhammad have forbidden, nor embrace the religion of Islam from among those who were given the scripture," meaning those people who were given the scripture, the Jews and the Christians, "until they pay the tax, the jizya, willingly, submitting, fully humble." So explain to me how there will be peace with such a stinking ideology, literally saying to kill every non-Muslim until he pays jizya. Jizya is a tax money. It is a protection tax, not a normal tax. It's a heavy protection tax from the Muslims. You have to pay this to the Muslims. If you don't pay, they will kill you, rape you. They can take your property and do whatever they like. And if you look at the Tafsir Ibn Kathir for the ayat 29 of At-Tawbah, meaning chapter 9 verse 29, its interpretation by one of the greatest Mufassirun, is considered by a hero scholar of Islam, Ibn Kathir. Okay, he says very great things about jizya. The order to fight the people of the scripture, meaning the Jews and the Christian, until they give the jizya. And how they give the jizya, there is a great thing about it. Paying jizya is a sign of a kuffar, literally a non-Muslim, and a disgrace. You know, when they pay, they should feel themselves subdued, disgraced, humiliated, belighted. Therefore, the Muslims are not allowed to honor the people of Dhimma, meaning the Dhimis, the non-Muslims who pay jizya, okay? Or elevate them above the Muslims, for they are miserable, disgraced, humiliated. And this is Muslim recorded from Abu Hurairah that the Prophet said, "Do not initiate peace to the Jews and the Christians, and if you meet any of them in a road, force them to the narrowest alley." And this is why the leader of the faithful, Umar bin al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, demanded his well-known conditions. Be met by the Christians. These conditions that ensured their continued humiliation, degradation, and disgrace. Now we are talking about the Jews. So I'll bring a hadith, Sahih al-Bukhari, 4028. See what Muhammad did, okay? Bani an-Nadir and Bani Qurayza fought against Muhammad, violating their treaty. Allegedly, okay? So Muhammad expelled Bani an-Nadir and allowed Bani Qurayza to remain in their place. Until Muhammad fought against them, and Muhammad killed their men, distributed their women and children and property among the Muslims, just like distributing candies, literal candies. And that is exactly what Hamas is doing, following the footstep of a false prophet and doing the terror and violence. And then also the hadith continue. The prophet, he granted them safety and they embraced Islam. Those people who said, okay, we will embrace Islam, the prophet didn't kill them. Except them, he expelled all the Jews from Medina. Now he will say, oh, Israel is expelling all the Muslims from the Palestine. That Israel is not even doing that. While Muhammad, on the other hand, was doing that. The hadith continues, they were the Jews of the Bani Kunuka, the tribe of Abdullah bin Salam, and the Jews of Bani Harida, and all other Jews of Medina. So Muhammad expelled them. Muhammad, the Islamic prophet, expelled the Jews from Medina. Now similarly, the Hamas is trying to expel the Jews from Israel. Now some people will say these verses and whatever the prophet said never mentioned about sexual assault or any other things. Well, then you are completely wrong. We go to Surah An-Nisa, the chapter 4, verse number 24 of the Quran. It says, also forbidden are the women already married. These are the Muslim women already married, okay? Except those slaves. Who are the slaves? Those slaves whom your right hand possess, or known as ma malakat aymanuhum, or right hand possessions. These are the non-Muslim or disbelieving women and girls captured or trapped by the Muslim men, can be used as sex slaves. This verse completely allows rape. Now, if you don't believe me, let's ask the Prophet of Islam itself. This is Sahih Muslim, Book 8, Hadith number 3432. Even the chapter name, if you see, it is permissible to have sexual intercourse with a captive woman or a slave woman after she is purified, meaning her menses or delivery. You will see about that. In case she has a husband, her marriage is no more valid or it is abrogated after she becomes a slave or a captive. Literal rape. That is what Quran chapter 4 verse number 24 says. And you will see why it says about Quran chapter 4 verse number 24. Abu Zayd al-Khudri, Allah pleased with him, at the battle of Hunain, Allah's messenger, meaning Muhammad, sent an army to the Autas and encountered the enemy. Enemy will be the disbelievers, the non-Muslims, and fought with them. Having overcome them, taken them as captives or slaves, the companions of Allah's messenger, meaning the Sahabas of Muhammad, seemed to refrain from having intercourse, meaning having sex with the slave woman or the captive woman, because of their husbands being polytheist. Now, even the Christians are considered polytheist in Islam. Remember that. So, their husbands being polytheist. Okay. Then Allah the Most High sent down, what brother? Sent down regarding that, a verse which is 24. Okay, what is the verse? And the woman already married, except those whom your right hand possess. And you know why there is 24 written there? It is ayat 24 of An-Nisa. This is literal rape in Quran chapter 4 verse number 24. I advise the government of India, because I'm from India, so I would say I advise the government of India. I advise even the World Peace Organization to look into what literally the yellow pages of the Quran says and how much it is against the human rights violation and also how much it is against your own constitution of your country. Even letting someone practice Islam is like telling him, okay, it is okay to kill the disbelievers of your faith and rape their wives and keep them as sex slaves. Such a stinking, filthy ideology should be eradicated from all societies. That is literally peace. If that is the peace of Israel and the Palestine, why the war of Israel and Palestine? Islam, the Hamas. It's all about Islam, nothing else.